Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. So today we will discuss about soft skills versus hard skills, and we will discuss the importance of each in securing a job. Okay, how we can secure job and how these both of the skills, soft skills as well as hard skills, help us to secure a job. Okay, the first of all, let us know the hard skills. Yesterday we discussed a lot about the soft skills. We will discuss today also something about the soft skills, but first of all, let's discuss about the hard skills. Hard skills are those skills that are your core skills. Say for example, uh, you are a digital marketer, or you are a digital marketing professional. Then your digital marketing skills like SEO, SMO, PPP, that all are your skills, hard skills. Okay, the day of dropping off your resume at prospective company to show initiative are long gone. Okay, it was long back when you were dropping your resume at company's website and you were being shortlisted for the job profile. Now scenario has been changed. Today's job market is more competitive and tech driven than ever before. Okay, now employer will seek out a wide range of skills. What employers will do, they will seek out wide range of skills before reaching out for an interview. After an interview, they may even contact multiple references to validate your skills and proficiencies. Okay, now it is not like that. Earlier you were dropping your resume and your resume was being shortlisted and you were being called for the interview. After interview, whatever you told, you were being selected by the company. Okay, now it is not like that. So it has been in this way now. But building a robust skill set doesn't end once you get the job. What happens? Building a robust skill set doesn't end once you get the job. In order to advance your career, you will need to identify the important soft and hard skills to sharpen them often. Okay, what we will be need to do is in your career is you need to identify the important soft and hard skills, and then you need to sharpen them out. Okay, so what are those two categories of skills? Why it is important to be so conscious about them? Okay, so let's start with first, like hard skills or hard stuff we can say. Okay, hard skills like computer programming, copywriting, data analysis, your financial modeling, your graphic design, machine operation, and mobile development, network security, SEO marketing. These are some of your skills what comes under hard skills. Okay, hard skills may be different others also, like hard skills can be your production engineer, maybe knowing the knowledge, maybe having the knowledge of the product management, product development. And for a the marketing manager, it would be the marketing skills would be his hard skills. Making analytics of the data, or the making charts, that all are called your hard skills. Okay, now next comes soft skills. What are soft skills? Soft skills are sometimes referred to as people skills or interpersonal skills. These soft skills are called people skills or interpersonal skills. These skills may not be explicit on job descriptions compared to hard skills. Okay, but every employee is expected to have them in some capacity. Like these soft skills are like collaboration, communication, decision making, empathy, initiative, leadership, motivation, organization, patience, and all those skills what we discussed yesterday, like leadership skills, work ethics, team management, teamwork skills. Okay, now let's define hard skills versus soft skills. How we can define them out? Hard skills, also called the technical skills, are job specific, relevant to each position and seniority level. Okay, these hard skills are always relevant to position, that for which position you are applying for. There are so many hard skills what you can acquire, and that all are required according to relevancy of the job profile, that for which job profile what kind of hard skills are required. Okay, in other words, each position in where every company will require a unique hard skill list. Okay, for example, an accountant needs to know how to reconcile bank statements, while that knowledge is unnecessary for a developer. Okay, you must have understood the complete about this hard skills, that for an accountant, reconciling the bank statement is a skill what is mandatorily required, whereas the same skill for the developer is of no use. Okay, so this is how you can differentiate, and how a knowledge is good for one other, and how a knowledge is not of any use for other one. Okay, at the same time, reconciliation is more important for accountant, no more their level of experience. Okay, because for if there is anybody who is accountant, for him it is mandatory that he know the skill of reconciliation of the account statements. But preparing business budget is a skill that is not usually required of a junior accountant. Okay, like we were discussing in the initial of it, we were discussing that these are required according to the position and relevancy of the job profile as well as the seniority level. So next comes soft skills. Soft skills are general characteristics relevant to personality traits. Okay, some soft skills you did like to see in all employees regardless of their position or expertise. Okay, some soft skills are required in every employee, either they are at junior level or senior level, whereas some skills are required at the higher level. So for example, leadership skills are required for the senior level job only, because only leaders need to have those leadership skills. It's not mandatory that all the people working in the team should have all those skills, whereas at the same time, if all the members who are working in a team, they all need to have the team working skills or team spirit. Okay, you would like to see all employees regardless of their position expertise, while other soft skills make sense in certain jobs and are less important in others. For example, if you value collaboration in your company, you want to hire employees who are great team player and can communicate well with others. Okay, on the other hand, networking and relationship building skills might be essential. On the other hand, what could be relationship building skills might be essential for sales profile and marketing roles, but irrelevant for the engineering roles, because in the engineering roles these relationship buildings are not required, because engineers must have good technical knowledge. Okay, they are not required to be good at the relationship building, because relationship building used to be generally in the part of the company where sales persons are working in or the marketing persons are working. Okay, likewise, leadership abilities make sense for people who will manage a team no matter their department. Okay. Now next comes what is the hard skills and soft skills. We are discussing these in very detail now and very deep now. What is the difference between hard skill and soft skills? This there raises a question. Okay, hard skills refers to the job related knowledge and the abilities that employee need to perform their job duties effectively. Hard skills really are those skills what are required to perform a job, at least to perform a job, whereas soft skills are those skills what helps you out to do a job in a better way, or to do a job in most efficient way or effective way. Okay, to perform their job duties effectively. Soft skills on the other hand are the personal qualities that help employees to really thrive in the workplace. Really thrive means to do outstanding at the workplace and from all the perspectives, like they are having good team spirit, they are having good communication skills, with what they can make good relationship with the other departments in the company, what helps out to company to make their processes easy, and that makes a level of interaction or level of hierarchy to be followed in the company. Hard skills help you to identify candidates who are good on the paper. Hard skills what do? They do help you to identify people who are good on the papers, whereas soft skills indicate which of these candidates are good in person too. Okay, this means that you need a good mix of hard and soft skills in every employee. What is meaning of it? Meaning of it is to, you should have a person who is good on the hard skills as well as on the soft skills, so that they can be successful in their role. Because a person who is not having soft skills at all is also, but having all the good, hard skills, he's could be of no use to any company. At the same time, if a person is having very good soft skills but is not good on the hard skills, then he also would not be good choose to the company to be a successful employee in the company, or who can add something or who can contribute towards the company's goal. Okay. Now next comes, for example, imagine you are hiring a developer. Some hard skills example that are necessary for this role includes knowledge of a specific programming language, that is Java, frameworks and tools. Okay. On the other hand, useful soft skills example are collaboration, problem solving, attitude and time management abilities. Okay. So here are the differences between the hard skill and soft skills in the more. Developing hard skills versus soft skills, how we can develop hard skills and soft skills. Okay, employee develop hard skills through education and on the job practice. How hard skills are developed? That are either developed through the education, what a person do studies at his graduation or post graduation, whereas or as well as on the job practice, while they are working actually in the job, then they learn so many skills what can be acquired at that time. Okay. And while they are develop soft skills through various lifelong professional and personal experiences. For example, marketer can learn marketing techniques and tool by attending a marketing course, whereas they could grow their collaboration skills by participating in a sports team. So this is the difference, that how we can develop hard skills and soft skills. Measuring hard skills versus soft skills, how we can measure the hard skills and soft skills. What are the criteria to measure hard skills and soft skills, that how a person is good on which kind of skills. So this can be measured in two ways. Okay. One is, hard skills are measurable and can be described using numerical or yes no criteria. It is very simple to just the hard skills. When we are looking for a person, say for example we are looking for some person who is who is a good maths teacher. Okay, we are looking for a good maths teacher. In that case, what we can do is, we can simply give him 5 or 6 maths questions. If he can solve out those mix of questions, then we can understand that yeah, he is a good person, and he is good on the hard skills. And that way we can measure that person. Okay. Or if we are, say for example we are looking for a data scientist or data analyst, in that case we can give him a set of data and we can ask him to analyze that data and to give us a result out of that, that what is the information out of that raw data. Okay. If that person is able to find out a solution or find out the results or information out of that raw data, in that case we can say yeah, that he is having good hard skills. At the same time, opposite of it, if a person is not able to give good outcomes or is not able to solve those answers of the mathematics or the data science, he is not able to extract good information. In that case, we can say that that person is not good on the hard skills. Okay. And in hard skills, a person can very simply say that yes or no. If say for example, if someone is asking and very straightforward questions, in that case anybody can ask him that yeah, what is the right answer of it, what is the wrong answer of it. Okay. In that case also we can judge whether a person is having good skills or not. Okay. On the other hand, soft skills are often intangible. See, there is a word intangible. Yeah, it is very true that soft skills are quite intangible. We cannot touch them, we cannot see them. Okay. Or these are very hard to quantify. We cannot quantify it, that he is having 5 number of communication skills, 10 number of communication skills. We cannot give any kind of numbers to communication skills, particularly we cannot see it. Yeah. Although we can judge it that what kind of communication he or she is having, but what kind of leadership skills he or she is having, but we cannot measure it in the term, in the quantities, in the numbers. We cannot judge it. So these are intangible, or these are hard to quantify, and are usually described with the qualitative skills. How we describe these? We do describe these with the qualitative skills. Like he's very good on the communication skills, so that is his quality. He is very good team leader. He is not a good team leader. He is a better team leader. He is better than him. He is good team player. So these are some of the skills. Okay, he is a good interpersonal skiller. Like he do have good rapport building skills. Now in the same case, for example, one salesperson might be an excellent user of X CRM software. What he can be? He can be an excellent user of X CRM software, having used its feature on daily basis for the past 5 years, and a good communicator, being able to explain fairly well the benefits of a product to a potential customer. Okay, so these are two skills. The one first skill, what is that he can very well use that CRM software, is the hard skill. And the same time, if he is a very good communicator and he can explain about the product very fairly, okay, then that is his second skill. So this is the way how we can describe it. Okay, give me a second. Now importance of each skills. Now we will judge here the importance of each skill. What are soft skills, or why are the soft skills important? So we are having some things here in the terms of percentage. A recent survey by LinkedIn Learning found that 50% of the leaders claim soft skills like time management, leadership, and collaboration are more important than hard skills. What are more important than hard skills? Time management, leadership, and collaboration skills are more important. In addition, 90%, 92% of the HR professional and senior executives say that organizational design is very important. The focus on empowering employees and molding soft skills has also been on the rise now. Okay, why are the hard skills important? A study by SHRM found that 46% of the HR professional say job that go must unfilled are ones that require technical skills like analytics, engineering, programming, and more. IBM reinforces that 2.72 million jobs requiring data science skills will be posted in the next year, opening up an enormous hiring gap. The demand for the hard skills employees has been steadily rising for the years. Okay, so this was all about today's session. In what we discussed, that how these both the soft skills and hard skills are important to secure a job. How let's again go through it. What are hard skills? So we discussed some of the hard skills here that are mentioned below. Okay, then we discussed some of the soft skills. We discussed the soft skills in detail yesterday also, that how these soft skills can help you out to grow in your career, and how these soft skills to help you how to make yourself different from others who are not having those soft skills as good as other are. Then it comes defining hard skills versus soft skills. Then we defined both of these skills. Then hard skill versus soft skills. Then developing hard skills, that how we can develop hard skills, at the same time how we can develop soft skills. We discussed it all. Next, that how we can measure it, both the soft skills as well as the hard skills, and then importance of each skills to secure a job, and what is importance of these skills. With this, thank you so much. Do you have any question regarding this, guys?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.